Rumor has it.
Call out a name, or you gossiping, or you chatty patty.
I'm gossiping.
This is the Rumor Report.
I mean, I guess we on the Breakfast Club. This is where the tea spills, right?
Yes, on the Breakfast Club.
Now, a couple of days ago, Charlamagne gave Polo G Donkey of the Day. Now, you gave him Donkey of the Day because of what, Charlamagne?
It was a video Polo posted where he said he was walking around L.A., all his jewelry on, designer clothes on, with no security.
Yeah, he was on a Rodeo Drive in Beverly Hills. Well,
and it disappointed me because Polo G is one of the smart ones.
Yes.
Yes.
TMZ caught up with him and asked him about that, and this is what he said.
Hey, so you really don't have any security? You don't have anyone lurking in the shadows or lurking in the bushes or just making sure you're good?
No, I usually pop out with security sometimes, man. I was just bored.
You were just joking?
Yeah.
Can I ask you about Charlamagne the God roasting you, the Donkey of the Day? How'd you feel about that?
I with it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How come?
To me. It's just showing some type of concern, man. I ain't tripping.
TMZ, I was not roasting Polo G. Okay, I gave that brother a word, and the word is simply don't test the streets. And as I said in Donkey today, the only reason that disappointed me so much is because Polo G is one of the smart ones. And I expect the idiots to be idiots, but I expect more from Polo G. And not just because Polo G is a smart young man. His mama do not play. Drop on the clues bomb for Station Mack.
Yeah, and I'll be honest with you, like I said that day, I never thought that Polo G walked around without security.
Nah, he was trolling.
Yeah, I didn't think that one bit.
Yeah, and Station Mack, salute to Station. She's one of those people who inspires me. With the way she handles her business, the way she moves. So salute to Station Mack. And, after that donkey, Station let me know she don't play that. And she spoke to Polo about that video. And she also incorporates the importance of trained bodyguards in her masterclass that she teaches. And that's the moral of the story. Invest in yourself by protecting yourself because you are your greatest asset.
That's right. Now, also, Diddy. It seems like Diddy is claiming his business partner, Diageo, neglected his De Leon tequila label. Now, Diageo is the brand that has all these liquor companies under it. So if you think about it like this, Diageo is kind of like the distributor. They're the ones that put it in the stores. They're the one that handles marketing. They're the ones that call it all these, that do all these different things for the different brands that they have. Well, Diddy is saying that Diageo neglected the tequila brand, calling it urban and a black brand. They say in favor of rival Casamigos after it paid $1 billion for the George Clooney-owned spirit. They're saying they're not doing much to help Diddy's De Leon. Now, Diddy said that the spirit's giant sabotaged De Leon with horrible packaging that made the product look cheap and also didn't give the necessary brand that it did for a lot of the other stuff, right? They said it, and also in 2019, they said it was a race reason why it wasn't really pushing it. Now, the exec told... I'm trying to get to it right. Yeah, Combs said that if it was owned by Martha Stewart, they believe the brand will be distributed more broadly. So his complaint is that he feels like they're not, pushing it like they push Casamigos, like they push some of the other brands that they have, and he feels that the reason that they're doing it is because it's a quote-unquote black brand.
Well, why would he have these problems with De Leon but not Ciroc? Because that company also distributes Ciroc, and it seemed like they didn't have no problem promoting Ciroc. But I never looked at that company as promoting Ciroc. I looked at Diddy as promoting Ciroc. If anything, that company had to catch up. And I also find this very interesting because I wonder if, what's the name of the company? Diageo?
Diageo.
I wonder if they're really to blame because, like you said, that brand also owns Don Julio and Casamigos. And everybody loves Casamigos. And Casamigos is huge in black culture. So is it Diageo? What is it?
Diageo.
Is it Diageo or is the culture simply not gravitating towards De Leon tequila?
No. Well, what I do recognize and being in the clubs and DJing the clubs and seeing the clubs, you don't really see the black brands in clubs like that. You don't see them in the forefront. Like
Ciroc is.
You see Casamigos. Ciroc used to be. Ciroc's not even there as much as it was before.
You think because people fell back from vodka maybe a little bit? It seemed like a lot of more people drinking tequila now.
No, people still drink vodka. They'll do the vodka cranberry, the vodka pineapple, vodka and Coke. But I feel like certain brands get certain placements. So like when I go to the clubs, you'll see your Casamigos, you'll see your Don Julio, you'll see Patron, even with the hard liquor, the whatchamacallit, the Douce and
Douce black owner.
50s Branson, right? But you don't see it like that. You'll see Hennessy first. You'll see Remy Martin first.
Well, I think that's because
you'll see all those brands first. But they're black clubs.
But those are the more popular brands, like the Hennessy and Casamigos. That's what everybody's drinking right now. So that's what I'm saying. I don't even know how Casamigos got so big in black culture, but I know it wasn't because of George Clooney.
No, definitely wasn't because of George Clooney.
It wasn't George Clooney.
But the way Diddy pushes De Leon and the way that Jay was pushing Duce and 50 pushes Branson and even Ace of Spades. You don't see it as much. You see Moet crazy. Now there are some brothers
legacy
that do
brands though.
Yeah, but they're legacy brands, but they're being pushed by these companies, and you don't see them giving the same push to these black brands.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like Diddy did a great job promoting Ciroc. I can't give that to the distributor because I ain't never bought no Ciroc because of Diageo or Diego.
No, it's not Diageo.
Yeah, I bought it because of Diddy, but De Leon, I don't know.
Well, you don't buy it because of
and
Diageo.
I'm a tequila guy.
But Diageo is the one that handles marketing.
Yeah.
So they're the reason that you see the commercials. They're the reason why you see it in front of when you go to the liquor store, when you see it up front. All that stuff is paid for. So when you go to a liquor store and you see certain brands in the front, that's paid for.
I don't think none of that makes me buy alcohol, though. Like, I buy alcohol because of word of mouth. Like, I started drinking Casamigos because people around me were drinking Casamigos, and I tasted it, and it tasted pretty good. You know what I mean? But that's not my go-to.
Yeah,
Actually, my go-to tequila is Casa Dragonis, but that's a whole other conversation.
Correct.
Especially the Reposado. Amazing.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. But no, when people walk into a liquor store, a lot of times it's product placement. When you walk in, it's the first thing you see. So you look at that tequila, then you look at prices. You say, all right, you know what? I'll just grab this tequila. Or I'll just grab this vodka. Same thing when you go to the club. If they're giving you a better rate on a vodka or a tequila, 9 times out of 10 people will take the cheaper rate. Why? Because there's 7 of us. We got 2 bottles. We want to kind of keep the cost down as much as possible. So we're going to go with the cheaper bottles. You know what I mean?
Casamigos was the first of its kind, too, because if I'm not mistaken, they sold that for $1 billion.
Yes, they did.
And I don't think a tequila brand had sold for that much prior to that. So they kind of set the bar. Like all of these other tequila brands, like you see Kevin Hart got his tequila brand and LeBron and all of these people, like that's what they're hoping to do, sell it for that type of price point.
But even when you're out and about today and you're just looking around, you'll see Casamigos on a truck. You'll see it on the side of a truck.
Oh, yeah.
You'll see that I see it all the time, the commercial with George Clooney on a motorcycle when he's driving.
I ain't buying no Casamigos because of George Clooney, though. I seen the commercial with him in the field with all the Mexicans.
But look at how much you see those commercials. Look how much you see it on those things. You don't see none of these. The only time you do see Diddy or you see Kevin Hart is on
I agree with that.
Instagram.
And I feel like I just started seeing Casamigos a lot now because they promote during the NBA. They
NBA finals as well.
Throughout the playoffs.
But if you just drive around, you see it on everything, on trucks, on cars, on everything that you can possibly see, on buses.
I still got to put a lot of blame on culture, though, because y'all out here making songs about Casamigos and all kind of stuff. Y'all could be doing that with De Leon.
City Girls do De Leon. What you mean? Act
They
bad.
got a song called De Leon?
Well, nah, they on there on all that songs. She rap her boo stuff all the time.
But there's a whole song called Casamigos, unless I was drunk. But I definitely feel like I heard a song called Casamigos.
Oh yeah, you're right.
I did, right? I know I ain't tripping.
Sukiana's song, right?
Oh, that's Sukiana?
Sukiana's song.
Oh, okay.
We got Act Bad in the system. Can we get it?
Sukiana say vagina pink, Casamigos brown or something like that?
No, she doesn't.
What'd she say?
No, she does not say that at all.
Whose song is that?
That's a Sexy Red song.
But it is, okay.
It is vagina
pink, Casamigos brown.
No, booty.
Oh, okay, got you. Yes.
All right. Well, that is your rumor report. We got Diddy song at back. We can't play Diddy song at back. We ain't got it. They're pulling it up, all right? But when we come back, we got front page news, and Teslin Figueroa is going to be talking to us. And then when we come back, we want to take your calls. 800-585-1051. A young man named Joey called this morning.
Yes, he did.
And he was talking about just being happy in life. And we want to ask you, what makes you happy? What brings you joy?
And joy, that was a great, interesting call because my therapist literally told me yesterday that joy produces more jealousy and envy than money. People, they hate to see you happy.
Right. So it's not necessarily the money you make. It's not what you have. It's the fact that you're happy. It's the fact that you're with your family and you're happy. The fact that you're just happy in life. So we want to know what makes you happy. Is it your family? Is it money? Is it things out there in this world? Is it music? What makes you happy? What puts you in a place of peace? 800-585-1051. We got the song? No, we ain't got the song. All right, we're going to play top of the hour. We're going to get that song on before.
No, you're not, dude.
Yes, we are. We're going to find it. We're going to find it. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Wake that ass up.
In the morning.
The Breakfast Club.